Yo, yo, what's poppin'? What's going on? It's your boy, Mr. Locario, the bad boy of the dating game. What's good? So, guys, I want to tell y'all something that you probably don't know when it comes to attraction. And what you have to understand is that attraction is not all about looks. Because every time I talk about, a guy being attractive, dudes always just think we're talking about looks because they're thinking surface level, right? Now, I'm going to ask you a question. And I'm going to ask you the question twice, but in two different, contexts, right? So, the question is, if I gave you a choice to choose between a gallon of water and $1 million, which one would you choose? Right? Just like right here, right now, come to your house. I say, here's a gallon of water and here's $1 million. Most of you would probably say, okay, I'm going to choose $1 million. What the fuck I need a gallon of water for? Right? That's stupid. Right? Now, same question. Let's say I give you the choice between a gallon of water and $1 million, but in this scenario, you're on a desert island and you've been there 4 days without water and you're thirsty. But you can only choose one, right? The gallon of water or the $1 million. In this context, you're most likely gonna choose the gallon of water. You understand what I'm saying? Instead of the $1 million, because $1 million ain't really gonna do nothing for you here on this deserted island, but the water would. Right? So in one scenario, you want the water. In the other scenario, you might want the $1 million, right? Now, I say that to illustrate this, is that what you're attracted to depends on the situation and the context of the situation. So a lot of you guys who, when you're trying to make shit happen with girls and trying to make shit happen with these women out here, you guys don't really understand how deep attraction goes. Because what most of you guys do is you look on surface level things like looks or money or status or whatever help, the internet told you, and you think that's all the end all be all. Now, would a woman be attracted to a guy because he looks good? Of course. Will a woman like a guy with a lot of money because she's like, okay, this guy, I can use him for his money, he could take care of me? Of course, right? But what I want to get you guys to understand is this, that when it comes to attraction, right, you do not have to be the best looking dude to get really hot girls or to get really attractive women. And the reason why is because if you understand how attraction works, you understand attraction is deeper than just surface level things. Now, the reason why it's deeper than surface level things is because what a woman is attracted to, right, has a lot to do with things that pertain to her experience in life, where she's at, what she's thinking, and what she desires, right? So let's say, for example, you have a hot girl over here and she's, been dating a few guys here and there, decent looking dudes, good looking dudes or whatever, guys with money and all this other stuff, right? And she's been hooking up with these dudes and all this other stuff, right? But now let's say another guy comes through. He's, let's say, an average looking dude, right? He's, I don't know, 5'8", 5'9", just a regular type of guy, right? Now he's attracted to her and he wants to interact with her and make something happen. So let's say he's at a party, she's at a party, right? And he goes up to her and he just introduces himself. And let's say he sees that she has her phone in her hand, and on her screensaver, there's like a portrait or something, like a painting. And he says, yo, that painting looks fucking amazing. Like where'd you get that? That looks really cool, right? Now, what he doesn't know is that she painted that painting, and she's an artist, and she's a little insecure about her art. Now, the fact that he even said anything about the thing she painted, which is on her phone, right, that made her feel really good about herself, and she associates those feelings with that guy who just said something about that painting, right? So now she's attracted to this dude and wants to actually interact with him just based on that. Why? Because without him knowing it, he tapped into something that she was insecure about, that he brought up, that made her feel good about herself. She's associating those good feelings with him, right? So now let's say they start talking, they start interacting, and let's say he ends up smashing that night. Now, not only does he smash that night, he ends up giving her multiple orgasms. Now, let's say this woman has never had an orgasm in her life, and she had an orgasm with this 5'8" regular dude, right? So now he took an interest in something that, she does that nobody else gives a shit about, because all they like is that she looks good and she has some titties. And he took an interest in something that she's about, and they had sex, and he made her come multiple times that she's never experienced in her life. Now, that guy is different than all the other guys that she's been dealing with, even the other guys who are, taller than him, or she would consider even more physically attractive than him. But she is just as attracted to him, or even more attracted to him than the other guys, right? And so this is how a woman will get hooked on An average looking dude, a hot chick will get hooked on that guy. An average looking an average looking dude will be able to pull that type of chick and have that chick obsessed with him. So let's take it even further. Let's say that woman has never really been in a relationship. She's a hot chick. Dudes like her. Dudes are smashing her, but never really, nothing ever happened and shit. And then this guy, because he actually likes her, they connect on a different level. They're more consistent with each other. This ends up being his girlfriend, right? This is why you can see guys, you're looking at a guy like, damn, how the hell did he pull her? It's because it was deeper than just his looks. You see what I'm saying? But the thing is that a lot of you guys, when you think surface level, you don't think about that deeper situation because you guys don't realize that that woman has things in her life or things that's going on that you're not privy to, that if a guy taps into that, that makes him stand out. That makes him more attractive to her. Right? Just like when I used the example of you being on the desert island, right? Even though $1 million is amazing, but you're like, I'm thirsting for this water now. She's thirsting for someone to give a shit about her. She's thirsting for that orgasm. She's thirsting for consistency. All these missing elements that she's attracted to, and that guy is the representation of that, which is why she's attracted to him. You see what I'm saying? So a lot of you guys got to understand how deep attraction goes. It's not just surface level shit when it comes to looks. You see what I'm saying? So guys, listen, if you guys need any help when it comes to this game, make sure you hit me up. Go to shoplocario.com or badboymembership.com. I'll holler at y'all later. Remember, the truth is inside you. Peace. I'm gone. I'm out.